Hi, my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. It's time for Friday Sews. As you know, this hashtag was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. Thank you, Jen, for organizing this hashtag. Every week you can watch tons of videos from other vloggers under hashtag Friday Sews. I appreciate you spending your time with me, and I have tons to share with you today. It has been a busy couple weeks. I think it's 3 weeks since I did standard, regular Friday sews. So in the meantime, I had few days of emergency sewing, few, let's call it failures or semi-failures. It was extremely busy time. But I will start first with my newest makes and I will go back. So yesterday in the morning, Alice was talking about her costume for Witch's Walk. Witch's Walk is traditional Irish way of celebrating Halloween in school. So basically kids are dressing up and they're walking from certain location to school, all dressed up and, you know, with parents, etc. It's very cute. And over the years, I always participated and I always come over and have a look if I could. So this year was no different. Long time ago she decided she's gonna reuse the costume she made for Scouts camp a few months ago. So they were performing Zombies song by Cranberries and they were all dressed up as zombies. So she made t-shirts for that and just use old trousers, and she decided she's gonna reuse that. But the camp was in June and neither of us thought it through that, you know, it's too cold to go in the t-shirt in almost November. So yesterday morning when we were walking to school, we were discussing that she needs to put on something underneath. So I quickly went mentally through her wardrobe and there haven't been anything that she could wear underneath that would go with overall zombie vibe. So I said, okay, I was planning to make you plain turtleneck anyway, so let's make it in like light gray French terry. You can wear it afterwards, but it would be perfect to imitate zombies, you know, skin, kind of, no blood and whatever. So that's what I did. So I did the jumper for her. I just used plain oversized t-shirt pattern. I used one of the Ottobre magazine patterns. I just slightly widened it so it was looser, and I measured the neck opening after I sewed the side seam on the shoulders, and then I measured the height of her neck and created the piece, basically rectangle, to do the turtleneck. I also added the cuffs because the sleeves weren't long enough and she wanted to have this zombie look of hanging sleeves. So after today I will just remove the cuffs and hem the turtleneck the normal way. So that was done. I will pop the picture here with the zombie t-shirt on and with the makeup on. I think she looks fabulous. I had so much fun applying makeup on her. She's not into makeup whatsoever, and in case if you need to get someone's hair gray or grayish, use the dry shampoo. Just spray very close to the roots and it just stays white for a good while. It won't stay whole day white, but long enough, and it would be way easier to remove from her hair than any kind of artificial hairspray. So after that we were discussing that school has a problem with heating at the moment. So their heating is broken and kids are wearing extra layers. It's just very lengthy repair. And we thought, okay, jumper and a t-shirt might not be enough. So quickly I went through my stash and I pulled out the fabric that I have been promising her to make a hoodie out for last 2 years. So I quickly made a hoodie for her. I used pattern by Be Trendy, and I traced the biggest pattern, 176 centimeters tall, and it's just about, I did extend the pattern by 5 centimeters, and I made the bottom band wider because she's still growing and she likes things a little bit longer. I'll pop the picture of the hoodie here, but look at that pocket pattern matching. I outdone myself, I know. It's in a bad tone to praise yourself, but I'm extremely proud of how I matched the pattern on the pocket, especially that when I was sewing the side bits in the pocket, I accidentally slightly stretched it, so it was a bit tricky, but I got it working in the end. I included 3 labels in that make. And why? Because I decided I have too many labels and I need to start using them up. So I put on one of the sides made to measure label by Specky Seamstress, and I use Specky Seamstress tape to finish the pocket seams and to finish the neckline. I use one of the like a faux suede labels I have for ages. I don't even know where I got it. On the front, and on the inside I put my own label with handmade by Agata. I won those labels, oh god, it would be 3 years if not 4 years ago in a competition, and I got something like 60 or 70 labels, and I still have some of them, so I'm trying to use them up. Before that I cut out few projects, but about that later. What else I did? I did Harmony Blouse by Love Notions. So a few weeks ago I spotted an advertisement for a job opening in nearby school, and like it's still 20 minutes 15 minutes drive, but you know, it's nearby for our circumstances, and I applied for it. And I realized when I got the very quickly call for an interview that I don't have anything to wear, to be honest, because I haven't been on interview in 8 years. I finished working in the office almost 6 years ago, and since then all the smart bits of my wardrobe, they either got used up or they got too small because I grew a bit everywhere, you know, perimenopause. So I decided to that I need something. So I had ready-to-wear trousers I bought recently in the charity shop that were perfect for an interview. I got a blazer in another charity shop just a few days before the interview. That's fine. And I just wanted to have something remade, and I made Harmony Blouse by Love Notions, and that's the first time ever that I'm disappointed with Love Notions pattern. I checked myself, I went with size XL full bust piece, and I know it's meant to be slightly loose fitting, but shoulders are way too big. Bust dart is nowhere near my bust. I will pop some pictures here, and it's just too big. So I'm considering washing it in higher temperature to see if I can shrink it. Like, the instructions are great, the constructions is brilliant. I just think the sizing is completely off. So what I'm thinking of doing is printing the size L in the full bust, and then adjusting the bust apex and the bust dart on that, because on the one that I made, basically the bust dart is 1.5 inches too low, and this just looks awful. Luckily it was covered by the blazer, so no one saw the mistakes. Everything else looked perfect, but it did bother me. I didn't get that job, but that's fine. To be honest, our family wasn't really mentally ready for me to go back to work. I'm slowly thinking about it. Alice is going to secondary school next year, and my goal is to look for a job whenever she will settle down in secondary school. I also made Cuddle Tunic for my sister-in-law. When we went to Ecobee opening in September, she picked the fabric and she asked me to make her Cuddle Tunic for her traveling. It's very soft, very cuddly, very fluffy fabric, and my overlocker hated it. Overall, makes turn out great. It's cozy, and she said it was perfect for her recent travel. I had the bit left over, so I used almost 2.5 meters, and whatever was left, I did a cowl neck. So she has Cuddle Tunic with the deep scoop neck, and on top of that she has a cowl that she can actually put it on and wear it when it's super cold, or you can wear it, she can wear it on its own. Anyway, Cuddle Tunic is one of my favorite and go-to patterns, and I absolutely love it. And I think it's on a weekly sale with Ellie and Mac now. I'll pop pictures here somewhere of the tunic. I don't have pictures of my sister-in-law wearing it, but it's very cozy and very cuddly fabric. What else I made? I made myself a t-shirt. I'll pop the picture here with removable collar neck. So a few weeks ago, Teresa from Lost My Thread organized on Instagram a little personal challenge 10 by 10, so where pick 10 items of clothing, including shoes and outerwear, and create 10 different outfits. So I participate in this challenge. I mainly posted in our small group, and I had great fun with it. I did learn a lot during that challenge, and I think it's worth doing something like that. What I learned is mini capsule wardrobe is not really my thing. I do have limited number of clothing, but not that limited. And the other main thing that I learned, when you have a family who requires urgent uniform washes or last minute something for the camp, or when you have pets who accidentally get sick on the bedding, or you know, on other stuff, or for example they will help you and they will knock the bag of flour and then spread flour everywhere, including on a freshly washed blankets. You cannot have limited number of clothing because you have 0 chances of catching up on washing. So fortunately, when you have more urgent things like school uniforms to wash, your clothes are waiting and you need to pick up something else from your wardrobe. It's just, you know, reality of life. Anyway, I absolutely loved this challenge and I learned a lot. And this challenge made me to realize that I need to up my game a little bit with my wardrobe. I let my wardrobe, actually this challenge plus the interview, I let my wardrobe come from business smart casual to very casual over last few years, and I need to remedy that because, you know, the day of coming back or looking for another job is coming eventually. So I do need to be prepared for, you know, potential interviews, potential going to work, and my clothes that are office friendly are very limited at the moment. So I'm planning to make a series on my challenge about planning not so mini capsule wardrobe, so things that you can mix and match to create multiple outfits. What else I made? So I made a t-shirt. I started a few projects. Oh, I made a jumper for Alice. So the last time we were talking, I said that I'm gonna make Alice a jumper for the birthday party she's going to. I'll pop the picture of the jumper, of her wearing the jumper here. It turned out great. She wants me to make another one just in the bigger size because this one, it seems like it's good for now. I also hacked this pattern to add kangaroo pocket because it didn't have any. Now works in progress. I started sewing black cardigan McCall's pattern. I'm gonna pop it here. So that's part of my make 9 list, and as well I do need black cardigan in my wardrobe, My old one is very tired looking. I have it 3 years, and every time I needed dark cardigan I was reaching out for it, so it got a lot of wear and unfortunately needs to be replaced. So I used a black sweater knit I got from Ecobee, I don't remember when, and I did size L based on my size, like the finished garment measurements, my measurements, etc. I fall into XL, but I do know that big 4 like to be on a bigger side. I do not like how it fits around the shoulders, so I need to remove the sleeves. I want to cut a little bit more and then fit the shoulder, like the sleeve again, and I will make tiny pads for the shoulder and kind of like a sleeve cap to make everything fits nicer. I'm going for the view D with the belt, and when I finish it will be great, but it's gonna take some time because unpicking black thread on a black fabric, especially the sweater, and it is extremely difficult. When I found out about the interview, I temporarily abandoned working on my cardigan and I started working on a jacket. I decided I need to make a blazer because, you know, blazers are so easy to make. So I decided I'm gonna go for easy looking pattern. I reached for new look pattern, this one here, and I decided to make a muslin. So I made the muslin in size 16 in calico, and it fits nicely around the shoulder, so it's proper width, etc. But when I put the sleeves on, it kind of drags the seam to the front, so I'm not entirely sure what I need to do about that. So after the size 16 I realized that I need to go size up, so I went with size 18. It was still too small in the bust. Shoulders are slightly too big, so I'm gonna scoop up a little bit on the shoulder, and I need a FBA. And what I did, I opened the bust seams, so it has a princess seam, so I opened the bust seam, I lay where it's supposed to meet at the front, you know, taking into account the seam allowance for the inside, etc. And turned out I need very weirdly shaped bust FBA. So basically it's like I need a little, it's like 4 leg star type of thing, which is very odd. I'm planning to make the final garment in stretch cotton, so it will be softer, it won't be that stiff, so hopefully that will be better. So we will see. It's ongoing project, it's gonna take some time, but I'm determined to make it work. Another project I'm working on is the secret project. It's for collab with gorgeous Rachael from the French Seams, and our collab video is coming next Friday, so we will combine it with the Friday sews. What other works in progress I have? So Chris asked me to make him more PJs and more t-shirt and more hoodies, so for now I cut out a set of PJs, a t-shirt and a hoodie for him. So I'm gonna work on cutting out a few more for him. I have a bit left of the school fabric that I made hoodie for Alice, so I'm gonna make us matching hoodies, just using the school fabric for the front for him and for me, and corresponding fabrics for the rest of the body. So I cannot wait to see how they will turn out, and hopefully we will have matching outfits to do some Halloween activities together. Now, fabric buying, of course, you know, I haven't been here for a long time, so of course I bought some fabrics. So first, fabric unusual for me because it's polyester. You know that I normally don't go for polyester, but I just couldn't resist. So shortly after interview, I got a call from Ross at SoSew Naas that my Vogue patterns that I ordered during sales are ready for collection. So I come over to collect them, and of course I couldn't leave without picking up some fabric. So I got 1.5 meters of this fabric. Isn't it fabulous? It's just so gorgeous and so lush. It feels very silky. So what I'm planning to do is a blouse. Although I'm very tempted to see if I have enough to make a bias cut skirt, but I don't know because I have 1.5 meters, although it's wide, so who knows. I will lay pattern pieces on it and see, because I think it would be fabulous bias cut skirt. If not, I'm gonna make a blouse, something like here, just of course not plain. I also got fabrics that I pre-ordered in September from Ecobee. There's one for me and the rest is for other people, so I'm very reasonable. So I got this fabulous marble jersey, and I'm planning to make a dress in it for myself. You know, kind of like a tube dress. I got 2 meters. So I'm thinking of doing magic dress that Carol does, but hacking it and making it into a turtleneck, or doing it with bishop sleeves. You know, we'll see how much fabric I have left. You know, because in theory I have 2 meters, it's 150 wide, so I should be able to squeeze something out there. The next fabric is mainly for Alice, but I'm gonna steal some for me, and it's this. Isn't that adorable? Like, look at those little tiny dragons. If you didn't know, we are die-hard How to Train Your Dragons fans. We listened to all the audiobooks, we watched all the movies multiple times. Any kind of dragons that look a little bit like Toothless, I will just go for it. And the last fabric from pre-order is this. Isn't that adorable? But they're just adorable. So I got 1.5 meters, and I'm gonna make Alice a set of PJs. Actually, majority of fabrics today are for PJs. Next 3 fabrics I got recently. So Elvie got a drop of rib knit jersey, and it's 100% stretch on the width, so that's very, very good stretch, and it looks great. I got this one for friend's son. It will be Christmas gift for him, part of the Christmas gift for him, because he loves all the diggers and all the building stuff. So he's that age when the boys adore stuff like that. So I'm gonna make him a pair of cozy PJs. And the next 2 are for Alice, also for PJs. So I got 2 meters of the elephants and 2 meters of those seals. So she decided on the prints she wanted. I had nothing to do with it, although normally she tells me that things like that are, you know, too babyish, childish like. But when I mentioned this fabric is perfect for PJs, her comment was like, yeah, you know, I do need some cozy, cute PJs, so I will have nice dreams. So I'm sure she will have lovely dreams in those. So that's basically all the fabrics I got. That all my makes, all works in progress. So now life. So as I mentioned, I've been on the interview. I didn't get the job, but that's fine. I wasn't stressing about it. It was good to get out there and practice my skills. As I mentioned, I haven't been on an interview in over 8 years, so that's a long time. But I did enjoy myself. I have to admit, I did enjoy going out and dressing up and looking like apart. So it was fun. I know normally things like that are extremely stressful to people, and I hope I didn't offend anyone. It was just, you know, nice break in my everyday mom's routine. What else? Oh, I did some cleaning up of my fabrics. So last weekend, Chris and Alice went away for the Scouts camp. They were ziplining, hiking in the moonlight, and doing laser tag and other various Scouty stuff. and I decided to sort out all my patterns. I'll put the picture of my big four patterns, here. They kind of got out of control, so I needed to sort them out. So now they are sorted by the type of the garment, by the make, designer, and the number, so they are much easier to find than they used to be. And then I wanted to pull out one fabric to make something for myself, and Rainbow was trying to help me, then Reaper wanted to help as well. They basically wanted to get to the box where the fabrics were, and kind of ended up with everything on me. So I decided, okay, instead of sewing when they are not here, I'm just gonna put my table up, fold everything, make sure everything is added to the stash hub with the proper measurement, etc. And I will actually fold everything nicely and separate things for fabrics that I want to use up within next 3 to 5 months, and everything else can go to the attic. So that's what I did. I had a Zoom with a friend, so I was folding fabrics, we were chatting, and it was great fun. What else? Alice has school break next week, so next week we'll be busy with activities and stuff, and you know, things that we need to do, and some admin, life admin stuff. So I won't get as much time for sewing as I wish. However, I do hope I will finish my make over the weekend for collab with Rachael, and then I can get on the school hoodies and PJs for Alice. What are your sewing plans? Are you planning to make anything for Halloween? Do you like to dress up? I personally don't. I didn't grow up dressing up for Halloween, but I do enjoy this tradition and going trick-or-treating with Alice. Oh, by the way, if you are planning to participate in Sew Up Cycle and in Finish That Whip, don't forget to post your makes on Instagram. I will leave links to my videos relating to those 2 challenges in the description below. So that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and you haven't fallen asleep. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, clean your sewing machine and change your needle. And by the way, about changing your needle, if you know that you will be sewing thicker fabrics, multiple layers, don't forget to up the size of your needles in your overlocker. I completely forgot, and I tried to sew 8 or 9 layers of French terry with size 70, and that's what happened. So learn on my mistakes, and remember to up the needle size if you are sewing through multiple layers of thick fabrics. Happy sewing! Bye!